Hi everyone, today for Number Corner, all you are going to need is your math notebook and a pencil. So go ahead and pause the video and get those supplies. If you are all ready, then you are going to turn to the first page in your math notebook, which is our calendar grid observations. Okay, if your calendar grid observations is like mine and I ran out of room, I'm just turning to my next clean page. Okay, let's see, where did I write it? Right here, I wrote it. Okay, so I'm turning to a clean page and I wrote calendar grid observations, and I just made my own table since I kind of ran out of room on my other one. So, but if you still have room on your other table, then go ahead and keep using that one. If you ran out of room like me, then go ahead and just make one like this on a clean page in your notebook. Okay, so today's date is September 17th. So I'm going to write 9-17 for my date. Okay. Then we start talking about patterns, and so what I'd like you to do is write what model you think today's picture or ratio table or whatever it's going to be, calendar marker. Go ahead and write what you think it's going to be under the model. Okay, if you wrote picture, you are right. So for today, we have 5 cars with 1 flat tire. So we want to know how many good tires there are. So our model is going to be a picture. Okay, and our description is going to be kind of long. So we have 5 cars. Okay. Each car has 4 tires on it. So 5 cars with 4 tires. Okay, but then we have 1 tire that is flat. So 1 tire is flat. It's no good. So we want to know how many good tires there are. So this equation is going to be a little bit longer than what we're used to. So I will give you a second to see if you can figure out what equation we are going to write for today's calendar marker. All right, let's think about it. So I have 5 cars. Each car has 4 tires. So that's going to give me an equation of, write a line right here, 5 times 4. Okay. Well, 1 tire is flat and not good. So I'm going to subtract that tire from the total. So 5 times 4 minus 1 equals. Okay. So we're starting to learn our multiplication facts, but if you don't know this yet, we can count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 5 times 4 is 20, and then we are taking away 1 because this one looks flat. So 20 minus 1 is 19. So there are 19 good tires. Okay, for our next one for today, I would like you to write underneath a picture or wherever you have room. You are going to write what you think the model is going to be for the next calendar marker based on our pattern. Okay, if you wrote an array, you are exactly right. So for today's array, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, or 5 squares in each row. Okay, so for my model, I'm going to write array Okay. And then for my description, I have 5 rows with, oh, I'm sorry, I have 4 rows. So go ahead and change that, 4 rows with 5 squares in each row. Okay, so I'll give you a second to think about what kind of equation you would write for that description. 4 rows with 5 squares in each row. Okay, if you wrote 4 times 5, you are exactly right. Okay, so I know up here 5 times 4 we talked about is 20, so 4 times 5 is also 20. So multiplication is just like addition. We can switch these numbers around and we would still get the same answer. Okay, now I'd like you to turn to the next clean page in your book. Okay, and you are going to title it Jumping to Get a Friendly Number. So we're just going to practice some more problem strings with a number line and getting to those multiples of 10. So if you need more time, pause the video. If you are ready, our first problem is going to be 37 plus 4. Go ahead and write that in your book. 37 plus 4. Okay, and we're going to be using number lines to solve these problems, just like we did in our math lesson a couple days ago. Okay, so when I'm using a number line, I always want to start with my largest number, which in this case is 37. Go ahead and write 37. Okay, and I want to add a total of 4, but adding 37 plus 4 isn't as easy as getting to a multiple of 10. So if I add 3 to 37, that would get me to 40. Now I can easily just add 1 more to get to 41. And then remember, these numbers up here always have to equal the number that you're adding. So I have 37 plus 3 plus 1 is 41. Okay, number 2 is 37 plus 8. Okay, so draw your number line, nice and neat. Okay, I always start with my largest number, which is still 37. And now I want to add 8. Okay, so adding 8 to 37 would be it wouldn't be as easy as making this a multiple of 10. So let's add 3 to 37, just like we did on the last one, to get to 40. Okay, now we added 3, so we need to add 5 more to get to 8. So now I can easily add 5 and get to 45. That's my answer. And I know that I'm correct because I added 3 and 5 and that equals 8, and that's what I needed to add here. Okay, let's do number 3. Number 3 is 37 plus 13. 37 plus 13. Okay, so again, draw your number line. Okay, I'm going to start on my largest number, which is 37. Okay, and I need to add 13 this time. So I'm going to add 3, which is going to get me to 40. Okay, so I already added my 3 right here. So now all I need to do is add a 10. And that gets me to my answer of 50. So that is a lot easier than trying to add 37 plus 13 in your head. All right, number 4 is 149 plus 4. 149 plus 4. Make your number line. Okay, I'm starting with my largest number, which is 149. Okay, if I add 1 to that, that will get me to 150. So I already added 1, so all I need to do now is add 3 more to equal 4. So if I add 3 more, then I can easily get to 153 as my answer. Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to my next page because I ran out of room. Number 5 is 146 plus 14. Okay, so go ahead and make your number line. Okay, I always start with my largest number, which is 146. Okay, now I want to get to a friendly number. So if I add 4, I'll get to 150. So I added 4 already. Now all I have to do is add 10. Then I can get to an answer of 160. Okay, let's do one more. 146 plus 23. 146 plus 23. Okay, so go ahead and make your number line. Okay, I'm going to start with my largest number, which is 146. Okay, so again, I'm going to add that 4 so that I can get to 150. Okay, so now I have to add 23 total, and I already added 4. So I'm going to look at my 10s right here. I have 2 10s that I need to add. So you can do 10 and then 10, or you can just do 20, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add 20. So I know 150 plus 20 is 170. Okay. Oh, but let's look at this again. Okay, so I added my 20, but now I have 24. So look up here, and this is how I know that I'm correct. Look, I need to add 23, but look at, I added 24. So all I'd have to do is just, I could go backwards. I could take away 1. Okay, and then I would get 169 for my answer. Okay, so make sure that when you are jumping, you get to, you make sure that you are adding this number here, okay? So good thing we caught that. If you have any questions, please let me know. That's all we have for Number Corner today, okay? Have a good day.